Abstract. This is now the start of our first game here between the side of Kingdom eSports and Absolute Zero here in the playoffs of MPL SG Season 9.
So, right off the bat, we have, okay, so right off the bat, we are looking at both of the junglers just going to be starting out in the purple buff. Nothing too out of the ordinary per se, but both of the Romans, oh wait, Rapidude is the Khalid.
Yep.
Okay, there we go. So
Makes
it's kind of like you win some, you lose some kind of situation. If Khalid goes over the EXP, you get level 4 earlier, you wave clear faster. But in the meantime, if you kind of put the Hilda in the EXP, you got way more roaming potential. You actually be able to help out in the middle lane so much more, and you apply so much pressure onto the EXP laner, which is the blue in this case.
When it comes to the matchup though, if EXP Khalid, right, it's a great counter to a glue, to be honest, especially with his tornado slashes there because of the spread coming in from the blue. But anyway, I think we have mentioned, right, both this Hilda and the Khalid, but hold that thought.
Oh, immediately with Rapidude being the first one to go straight down. While in the meantime, Ian does no longer have got the Ogi Shadow kill, but still managed to pick up a second kill with a returning Shurikens. Bougie, unfortunately, have got no opportunity to come in and instigate more.
Wow, Ianzi is just introducing himself here in this game, but here in the mid lane.
Bougie doesn't seem like she has a lot of HP left to work with, as FMM puts himself right in the face of Bougie.
Wow, Kingdom eSports 3 kills here in under 2 minutes. This is a great early game for the side of Kingdom eSports with those rotations coming in from the side of
Another one.
Oh, and another one. That's 4-0 Abstract. And this is big here for Kingdom eSports. They are actually controlling the game right now.
Yeah, I mean, for early stage, I definitely don't expect them being able to get 4 kills within 2 minutes. This is not something I expected. Hayabusa takes time before he is able to do anything very useful. The Ogi Shadow kill definitely would not be able to do much. So, unfortunately for Rapidude, I think that he's giving away too much of his positioning, especially being alone, which becomes a lone wolf prime for a target for the Hayabusa.
Oh, Salas under the chart here, but still managed to survive. But look at the rotations coming in from Rapidude.
Yep, immediately takes him down. Finally, taking 1 kill for the team.
Oh, this is what you want. Now, this is why you need Rapidude here to be actively roaming across the map here, but...
Oh, immediately with the Tsunami Slam plus the Yin and Yang. Immediately just popped Salas. So, it's a pretty decent trade. In fact, they have lost... Yeah, both sides lost the marksman. So, trade.
Oh, there you go.
It's not going to be the end at all, as we do have got the immediately Absolute Zero just rushing themselves right in the face of Kingdom eSports. But it's a 1-for-1 trade so far, but this might be going in the danger zone for Absolute Zero, as the amount of damage coming in from Ian is starting to really ramp up with the killing spree, keeps him in check for most of that team fight.
Well, don't get me wrong, that was a great pick-off coming in from the side of Absolute Zero, but then again, the positioning here was much in favor for the side of Kingdom eSports. They've been under the pincer attack there coming in from Kingdom eSports. That was great counter-attack indeed, and now Absolute Zero, despite they having counter-attacks here and there, Kingdom eSports still controlling the game here with heavy casualties on the side of Absolute Zero.
We're looking at about 2,000 gold lead in favor for Kingdom eSports. Gold lane is kind of out of the question and not to expect too much out of it. So majority of the time, we'll probably just look at fights coming in from the roaming trio. So taking jungle camps is generally going to be the main idea, and of course the objective, which is the turtle, which will be coming out in 10 seconds.
This is the team fight we're going to look out for, but again, out of position here, FMM.
I don't think FMM can get away from this. He did use the Tsunami Slam as a way to escape, but somehow turns the tide onto Rapidude. FMM, unfortunately, will still go down to the hands of Bougie, as Nan got himself right into the face of the electrifying beast, brought him down to an all-time low, and now Vendetta being the next one under the chopping block, while Bougie being the prime target coming in for the crossbow of Tang, allowing Bear to pick up the kill.
Wow, the sacrifice coming in from FMM, buying so much time there for Kingdom eSports to go for their counter of their own. Absolute Zero punished in that kind of skirmish play, and Absolute Zero here, they must be very wary of that kind of situation because you don't want, again, your gold lane here and the rest of Kingdom eSports to be fastly going to scale here into this game.
So it does seem like Kingdom eSports have decided to reset the turtle and wait for a little while longer, especially to allow Ian to pick up the orange buff. That also additionally puts him at a level ahead of Nun. He's currently at level 9 now, and perhaps they are going to go for something a little bit cheeky onto Nan right over at the top lane. But a single dash is going to be more than enough for Nan because he missed his dash. As such, he's going to be stuck and dead.
Wow, that's again, beautiful cross-map play coming in from Kingdom eSports. They know how to maintain their lead here, and Absolute Zero just being punished time and time again. Kingdom eSports is just everywhere here, Abstract, especially with the diversion plays coming in from Melon, and Melon's just popping up here in this situation as well. There you go, the concealed play.
And immediately I will see them Malatisi as well as Vendetta. Never mind. Immediately FMM with the Tsunami Slam pulls Rapidude right within the turret's range, but unfortunately not quite enough to bring him down.
We've seen Absolute Zero trying to go for the pickoff on their own, but they've been fended off there by Kingdom eSports. Now this is a great defense play for the Kingdom right now. They're trying to go for a diversion play once again, trying to cut off here. Rapidity needs to be very careful here in this bottom lane.
Yep, and here we go. Melon with a diversion into the brush in between of the proxy. But unfortunately, this is going to be a 3 versus 4. But Malik Tizi joins into the fray, so this is not something too bad for Kingdom eSports after all.
Wow, risky play, but still Melon has that flicker, still managed to go back away. But that was a great pickoff just in case.
Oh, the timing actually is pretty good considering the fact that the creep wave just moved forward. But the amount of damage is not good enough to bring Nan down.
Yeah, not yet. But ENZ, we see how aggressive this player is, especially on that Hayabusa. Now Kingdom eSports slowly gaining control with a tower takedown here on the bot side as well. Absolute Zero, they are very strong here when it comes to the team fight because of the Raging Sandstorm, because of Bougies with a follow-up as well on that crowd control. However, damage is still missing. And we have mentioned, of course, the Granger can really turn the tide of the battle. They just need one team fight to go into their favor.
Oh, Vendetta flickers himself away after a small little poke onto Bear. And when I say small little poke, I mean a really small little poke. But a diversion all the way right in the face of Salas! Brings him down with a Tsunami Slam, allowing Kalia to pick up the kill. Next one up is going to be on the Bougie. Even when it comes down to Purify use, that's not going to do anything for him. That is a total of 4 men down during that initiation. And that is Kingdom eSports 14 kills.
OMG, Melon with an incredible map presence here. Same spot, same target, and this time around Salas falls down, and they are not stopping here, Abstract.
A massive trigger finger coming in from Melon, constantly putting them so much priority and so much pressure all across the map. It's only 8 minutes in. We're looking at all of the T1s down. Middle lane and bottom lane T2 down. This is an absolute chaos coming from AZ.
Chaos indeed for AZ, but dominance for Kingdom eSports. And speaking of dominance, not a single turret has been taken down here onto their side. Absolute Zero with so much pressure into their hands here. All lanes are pushing through, and Kingdom eSports are not stopping here at this moment.
This is unfortunate, right? Because AZ, they actually have got 0 answers for Kingdom eSports. They don't even have a lot of resources to actually deal with Bear. Just look at the amount of tankiness that this guy has. And he didn't even use any of his Slam to recover his HP throughout the entire ordeal. Well, in the meantime, Manakisi also has a lot of damage. Ogi Shadaki also has a lot of damage. Just small little pokes all across the map from the side of Kingdom eSports. More than enough to send 2-person back home. But Saras, he found a kill on the Ians. This might be a great start. But unfortunately, Vendetta doesn't have a lot of HP to work with. He goes back home. Unfortunately, they also did lose the T2 turret in the middle. Yeah,
they did lose here, but this is Absolute Zero. Greatest comeback so far right now with Rapidude here with the flicker of Rage's Sandstorm. It was Kingdom eSports caught off guard. Now Absolute Zero with it kills onto their side. They needed more. Or they need this kind of situation more into their side in order for them to scale back into this game. And look at this one. 2 Thunderbelts being secured here for the side Absolute Zero. They are looking forward into the late stages of the game here. They want their heavy fighters to actually contribute much, not only on the crowd control, but also on the scaling part.
Now, if whether they can even make it over to the late game is the main question, because we are looking at about 12,000 gold lead. Absolute Zero, they have no damage.
No damage.
Nada.
Nada. But again, with that Rapidude Raging Sandstorm a while ago on that skirmish play, they need some miracle plays once again. They need those plays that can really go into their favor here. But this time around, Abstract is really difficult here, especially with the map right now we are seeing. It's all blue. Not a single turret yet been denied here against Kingdom.
This is tough, right? They're almost getting the bottom lane T1, but at this point in time, it doesn't really quite matter because they can't even get out of base. The whole defense is still standing up. Okay, never mind.
There you go.
Middle lane's whole defense is down. This is a perfect entryway for this upcoming Mega Creeps plus the Lord.
Yeah.
This is a baby Lord though, so no charge whatsoever. If Absolute Zero kind of loses this base turret, oh wait, it does have a charge.
It does have a charge, and now it will now secure the inhibitor turret in the mid, which opens up a lot of space.
Immediately, Bougie doesn't have a lot of HP to work with, but still managed to get himself right out of the dodge. While the Tsunami Slam is just going to be cutting onto Vendetta and bring him down almost instantaneously. While we still have Malik Peasy still alive and dealing a decent amount of damage, but fortunately this is going to be FMM flickers himself away, while Rapidude is just taking quite a bit of damage. But he's going to be fine. Kingdom eSports getting themselves the T3, more than enough, and they're pretty happy about it.
Oh, yeah. Keep chasing here, but so far Yanzi pretty much overconfident in that situation, has been taken out there. But still, Kingdom eSports mission accomplished in that siege right now with the map being opened here against Absolute Zero. It's really now very much into against their side here. But again, this lineup, the itemizations we have seen so far for the side of Absolute Zero, they are looking forward to just stretch this game. Take a moment or take a single team fight to do their favor and hoping to switch the tides this match against the side of Kingdom eSports.
So now we're about 10 seconds in to 12 minutes, where all of the Holy Defense would then go down. The Lord is also coming in about 1 minute, but Absolute Zero's jungler is only at level 14.
Yeah.
Within this 1 minute, he gotta put himself up to level 15.
Yeah, they need to look at Absolute Zero here, waiting to go for the pickoff here. I think Ianzi right now, we have been talking about him, his gameplay, and now we have seen so far how aggressive he is. We have seen how he loves to dive, even though under the turret in that situation, which, to be an assassin player, you need this kind of aggressiveness. So Kingdom eSports, I do love how ENZ charging this team right now into heavy aggression, controlling the early stage of the game, now controlling the map itself. And now the first start has been taken down here at the bottom side. Absolute Zero slowly but surely trying to gain ground here against Kingdom eSports.
They even have the priority in taking back the jungle. At least Kingdom eSports, they did give the purple, they did give the orange buff away to Salas, so that is a small little win for the side of Absolute Zero. But aside from that, there's small little changes around the map, such as the bottom lane being completely pushed up, forcing 1% to go back down to the bottom to use that lane. While the rest of Kingdom eSports deals with the Lord, but that is the Tsunami Slam just going to be connecting down on the Nan a little bit too early. As such, he does not have any CC immunity. Salas immediately popped up when it comes down to the physical immunity, and Malik Teasy went up to the air, did whatever that he could onto Rapidude, and even when it comes down to Diversion, brings down Salas, 5 men out. Kingdom eSports takes this 5-man team wipe like it's completely nothing.
Oh man, that was a disaster indeed. Absolute Zero caught off guard trying to contest the Lord, but then again, here we go. It is going to be Kingdom eSports securing this first game. Abstract with absolutely dominance here.
Right from the start of the game, we're seeing that kind of dominance, and it moved according to their tempo, and there is no change in the way that they play from the start to the end. They made full use of every single opportunity that they got. Melon with just zips and zooms all across the map, all around the battlefield. Will the Franco even be able to walk right into the Lancelot and just bloody hunt him? That's my question. In theory, you will want to hook someone, bloody hunt them, and then give free 3 weakness points broken for the 1-1, and that will proceed into some craziness in the late stages. But early game is my problem. How exactly are they supposed to stop the kind of damage potential coming in from both the Lancelot and the faster.
Yeah, true. I think Kingdom Esports, when it comes to damage department here, they do have the advantage. Even here, Bear, against the side here of the Phobius, can really shines here on this situation. But so far, if you ask me, damage, can they be mitigated with this lineup? Heavy tanky lineup though for the side of Absolute Zero, especially Nan here on the jungle. Baksha can take a lot of damage himself, but this Rapidot on Franco, his heal shots should be 100% be there in order for them to go for the pickoff.
So right off the bat, we do have got a small little invasions coming in from both of the junglers, but that is going to be very small. It's not going to do anything. But ENZ is already at level 4. Nan is also at level 4, but we do have to realize that Absolute Zero, they don't have got any way to really deal a lot of damage. Nan immediately just put himself the shield unity on the FMM. Not quite enough of damage, but as you can see, the Phantom Execution dealt a decent amount over to Nan. They're both still alive. FMM even picked up and of course used the Revitalize to keep him alive.
There you go. I think this is what we have mentioned, right? Nan on the jungler Baksha. He can take a lot of damage, so ENZ needs a lot of optimizations in order for him to go for the pick of play that Kingdom Esports want to. But time and time again, Absolute Zero, they have the skills to do this every time. Their cooldowns is not that much of a concern there for the side of Absolute Zero. Now they are going to take this turtle this time around.
Okay, so how's that gonna look like? We do have Melon as well as Barrett already at level 4. Vendetta and Bougie. Okay, we need Bougie to get his traction pulse, and only until then we will have a very good idea how a team fight is gonna look like. Now, level 5 onto the Lancelot, as now we do have got one person is just going to be locked right down. Melon being the one taken down. In the meantime, Blitz is also going to be possessing onto a single person. But Vendetta somehow managed to follow through when it comes down to Infernal Pursuit. Brings down the Lancelot. And now we've got Absolute Zero that is in a very good spot. Somehow getting 2 kills. So they do have the damage after all.
Yeah, and on the side of Absolute Zero, not only the damage mitigation as well. No casualties here for the side of Absolute Zero. And Kingdom Esports now feeling the heat here in the early stage of the game. We mentioned, right, Abstract, that the damage here is really indeed on the side of Kingdom Esports, but the defense for Absolute Zero is there as well. So basically, best defense is your best offense here.
Yeah, so it's kind of similar as though Absolute Zero, they have got the survivability to outlast the damage from Kingdom Esports themselves to make them not too afraid. So the longer that they drag onto a fight, the better it would be for Salus and technically for Vendetta too.
You know what?
What's that noise sound, man?
I think it's emote or something.
I don't see the emote. That's the problem. Stop it!
Here on the bot side though, I think we've seen that Absolute Zero relies on Rapidot's Flicker and Bloody Hunt here, and then they go for a 4v5 situation once the pickoff is successful. But Yanzi,
small little invasion, takes the purple buff for himself. Fuji lands the traction pulse, but luckily we have Ian's that managed to dash himself away from all of that danger. But Nan is coming in with the shield unity. I don't think they can catch up in time. Oh, good iframe. But now Ian slowly walks himself away and he's gonna be A-OK. Nan being caught in the midst of all of that while Vendetta going in for the Infernal Pursuit, trying to slam as much damage as possible. Nan being the one that will go down throughout this entire battle, and they're trying to scrape for a little bit more losses to the side of Kingdom Esports, allowing them to get a 1-for-1 trade between the jungler and the EXP lane. Sorry, the roamer.
yeah, that was a forced chase there for the side of Absolute Zero, and fortunately for them, they could just take out Maltese.
And now 1-for-1 trade between the jungler, between the gold leader and the roamer. This is a very good trade.
Yeah, indeed. This is bad for Kingdom Esports on the other hand, with the 2 players down already. It is going to be an open turtle here for Absolute Zero to take. And look at how Absolute Zero controlling this area right now. Vendetta alone has the vision, has the zone, and none of the Kingdom Esports will go in through.
Looks like I failed to realize the amount of damage that Absolute Zero can very potentially pick up onto the side of Kingdom Esports, but mid stages of the game, That's where FMM and Bear would definitely get their tanky items, and Absolute Zero would find it a little bit tougher to work with. But fortunately, both FMM and Bear also thrives onto healing factors as well as healing factors from the split as well as revitalize. So at least having the Tortoise's Passons coming from none,
Correct.
that is going to be a very good answer to all of those.
And plus the chase as well. We've seen so far that Shield Unity has the capability to have that chasing factor against Kingdom eSports. So far right now, Absolute Zero here, compared to the game 1, they have now being the aggressors here against Kingdom eSports. They're everywhere. Rapidot doesn't have yet the flicker, but will they go for the pickup here?
This Shield Unity is going to land right on top of the Lancelot Extraction Pulse as well. Phantom Execution himself right out of there, leaving Bear all alone against 4 members. This is technically, in some sense, an way because they are constantly just together, always playing as 4-man, 5-man, whatever it is, because, well, Ube literally means ultimate bonding experience. Playing as 5, that's exactly what Absolute Zero is doing, even though they do not have an Estes or any form of support or heal.
Well, ENC having a hard time here, but they're trying to defend!
What was that?
I didn't expect him to actually force his Garakacha to go for the defense.
Right?
Then again, Nan is here.
Protection Pulse lands. But otherwise, it is also going to be the Feathered Aspect that's going to be popped, only for Vendetta to come in to immediately pop him out of the Feathered Aspect.
And now I have doubted FMM on the situation. Nan did the same thing as well. Sacrifice his life. I don't know if it's worth it here for Absolute Zero, but then again, they have secured the top tart here on the top side. And now Kingdom eSports still feeling the heat against Absolute Zero.
So slowly but surely, Absolute Zero is taking all of these turrets.
Oh,
and
there you go.
Oh man, just casually just walks in onto Ian's as he's locked in the animation when it comes down to the Thorn Rose. Oh man.
There you go. Absolute Zero composition really shuts down Yanzi. Yanzi here on how he dominates the game 1 is now falling off here in this game 2. So many counters here with the composition coming in from Absolute Zero. No breathing space for that Lancelot. Now, Kingdom eSports gets really no damage whatsoever because Yanzi having a difficult time to scale his Lancelot here. Look at the optimizations we have seen so far. War Axe still being secured. On the other hand here, for the Baksha, now has the Radiant Armor secured just in case. Melon here going for the Feather Airstrike.
Oh, it's rough for the Lancelot. 0:3:1. I guess the Lancelot is not exactly that great of a pick coming in here because there's just so much tanky units from the side of Absolute Zero where he can't deal and he can't get any kills at all. So we're starting to see the weakness of the lineup, especially since one of the win condition in the early stages is to play around the Lancelot.
Yeah, and now there's been shut down here. Abstract, Absolute Zero right now. Salas is at this moment giving free farm, while the rest of Absolute Zero just roaming across the map here, not giving any inch ground here for the side of Kingdom eSports. Now going to go for a push here on the bot side. Remember on that game 1, under 8 minutes, no turret takedowns here against Absolute Zero. But this time around, it's a switcheroo we're seeing here.
As Nan is looking for an opportunity onto Kingdom eSports, but this is just what Baksha normally does, right? Just Shield Unity, crash onto one person. If it is not going to go well, just casually walk out. Kingdom eSports doesn't have too much lockdowns as well, as they play around FMM as well as Bear for most of these lockdown instances.
This is where Absolute Zero really shines here. Team fight heavy, plus cutting off this cross-map plays for the side of Kingdom eSports. And Kingdom eSports trying to defend here.
Immediately, Bear is just going to be flickering right in. He does have the split, just going to be working onto Bougie as he brings him down immediately. Bear, however, is just going to be right in the eyes of Salas. And now he's going to go down. It is a 2-for-1 trade thus far. Kingdom eSports have got the better part of that trade.
That's the best you can take here if you're on the side of Kingdom eSports, but so many resources has been taken there for the side of Kingdom eSports. We're in Absolute Zero, even though they have the number, they don't have the numbers advantage going for the Lord this time around. Look at this one. Bear initiating the team fight here with the spread and grab. And Melon, despite having the free, of course, Feathered Airstrike on the back lines, it's just not easy for them to pick off Nan. With that first item of that Radiant Armor, is just enough for him to negate the magic damage.
Okay, that's just even more annoying. That's even more annoying. All these emotes, man. But regardless, Absolute Zero now is just going to be putting himself right in the face of Kingdom eSports. Unfortunately, defensive execution did not land on anything, but it's just going to be clearing out the waste. For the meantime, FMN just going to be caught by when it comes down to the eye and the hook, as well as the bloody hunt. He pops out to the Revitalize, hoping that he'll be able to stay alive a little while longer, but unfortunately, that's going to be a crossbow attack coming from Salas, pushes the rest of Kingdom eSports away.
Wow, incredible damage right there, dishing out, coming in from the side of Salas, and they're not stopping here with the Lord pushing through on the top side. Siege continues here.
With the charge going in, but in the meantime, it's going to be a quick little push coming in from Vendetta. He may have went down, but they managed to survive, or rather, they managed to extend the health of the Lord for as long as possible, putting down the turret to lower than 50% HP, and everywhere else have also lost their holy defense. Salas surviving throughout the entire onslaught even.
Wow, I was concerned for him there, but he still managed to dance his way out there, Salas. And with the pressure going on here against the side of Kingdom eSports, they still managed to defend though. But no holy shields right now, pretty much available here for the side of Kingdom. This is now the advantage for Absolute Zero to actually control the game here, continue this aggression against Kingdom eSports.
So we're moving on forward. Kingdom eSports wants to reclaim their lands. The good thing is they haven't lost a single one of their inhibitor turrets. So keep it as it is. Quick little stun onto Bear. Melon even popped off the defensive airstrike, but ended it prematurely as he believed that Absolute Zero is going to run right into his face.
Yeah, 66 seconds until the Lord will spawn here in the game. Meanwhile, Absolute Zero will still continue to control and prove their dominance here in the Land of Dawn. Kingdom eSports, see itemizations here for the Lancelot. He has the Hunter Strike and War Axe. Wherein, oh, hold it up.
Oh, the bloody hand on the FMM breaks it down immediately. Vendetta with the Infinite Pursuit, almost bringing Bear down, but never mind, he did go down in the end of the day. While for now, Jens with the Thorn Rolls, iframe to get himself well enough, but Melon with, of course, Wings by Wings, allowing him to get away too. Malik TZ down to a sliver. He survives, but at what cost? As they have lost the middle and the bottom lane inhibitor turrets.
Two inhibitor turrets gone here. Kingdom eSports right now still trying themselves to survive in that heavy siege. 15 seconds until the next Lord. The Rapidot will respawn in time as well. So this Lord right now is very important here for Absolute Zero to seal the deal and actually go for the push. But then again, here in this 30-minute mark, Kingdom eSports, if they are going to win one big team fight here, they have a chance to go for the comeback at this situation. But the question is, will they go for this contest in the Blitz though? This is very risky, but I guess they are going to give it away.
They have to, right? Ian's is only a level 14, and that will be too big of a risk to dive in and steal the Lord away from Absolute Zero. Especially since Ian's is probably having the lowest amount of morale because of the fact that he's currently 0-3. So he's got no kills. He's got no way of playing this game at all. He can, of course, puncture in, and that's pretty much the end of his day.
Okay, this is one of the advantages of having a Farsa in your composition. You have the high ground advantage with that feathered airstrike. But remember, here, 14-minute mark, no tar takedowns against Absolute Zero. Meanwhile, Kingdom eSports is on the verge of defense here with the siege upcoming.
I'm waiting for the Faction Pulse from the side of Bougie, but it's not really charging that up just yet. Kingdom eSports did manage to hold on to the Lord for a pretty effective amount of time, but hold on a second, is that Immortality is just going to be popped right in, while Ian's just going to go in with a puncture as well as Storm Rose, but he's dealing no damage at all! Bougie, all by himself, he pushes the rest of Kingdom eSports away. We even have got a double kill for the start of Bougie getting a kill down onto Bear. It's a 1-for-3 trade, no, 2-for-3 trade at this point in time, but Salas is still alive. He's almost getting a little bit more, but Ian's! He found himself right back as he managed to pop the Immortality for a rapid dude, but the Iron Hook lands right on top of Melon, keeps him in place, allowing Salas to get himself the kill.
Wow, and how they have the Franco for the protection, and here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, do or die. Best of one right now. We're going to see between Kingdom eSports and Absolute Zero. The winner here will proceed into our playoffs facing Team Flash.
What is he doing? Testing the Kalia? They're testing the Kalia onto Vendetta? Oh, man.
Okay, it's a Rome Garot.
They're asking for it. I swear, they are asking for it, man. Okay, so one thing's for sure. EXP lane won by Kalia, no problem. Kingdom eSports in the mid lane, you can see that there's clearly a problem because this is a Selena in the mid lane, and the wave clear is not great, right? The only one that is decent, they have decent wave clear is only because FMM can help when it comes down to the concussive blast. Other than that, your mid lane has got no priority. So the moment that the mid lane is cleared out, while Vendetta is winning the heck out of the lane in the EXP, most of the eyes is going to be in the jungle or is going to be on over to the gold lane. If it goes over to the jungle, well,
they had a first blood.
They got first blooded.
Kingdom eSports. Actually, I'm doubting this lineup right now from the side of Kingdom eSports.
Judging hard too.
Yeah, I mean, but Melon and the rest here of Kingdom eSports just successfully goes for the pickoff. They did have the first blood advantage here, but to be honest, when we go for the head-to-head with this lane comparison here, Absolute Zero indeed has the advantage when it comes to range, damage, and pickoff as well.
And immediately with the Iron Hook that's going to be landing on the ENZ, takes him down almost immediately as Berdan unleashed the beast. The Bujudama did not land on the Melon, unfortunately, but it's okay because he's still got a lot of damage to deal with. With FMM, Melon, and Bear around the vicinity, they do not have any retribution nearby, so they should be able to deal with this pretty effectively. Melon joins to the fray, but he does not have any form of damage. With a double dash to walk himself away, with a Abyssal Arrow that lands as well. None picks up the kill on the FMM, and after taking the turtle, they're happy with what they've got.
Wow, Absolute Zero takes the kill, takes the turtle as well, and Kingdom eSports now is being punished hard. Oh, Yancy, what is it doing there?
Yancy thinks that he will be able to steal the purple buff away from the hands of Absolute Zero, especially since there is no retribution available onto none, but did not expect that Rapidude will not go home, will not walk around. This is amazing foresight coming from Rapidude.
Yeah, but still, I doubt it.
Oh! Look, that is not a surprising kill, okay?
What is happening to Kingdom eSports right now? I mean... okay, I have questions of ENZ's decision there, diving into the purple jungle, but...
Personally, I think that him going over to the purple buff is justifiable to a certain extent. I think that he has got a great idea of stealing the purple buff away because they're already behind. And they know that retribution is used for the turtle, I can steal it away. But he got outplayed just from a single Rapidude that is there. And boom, he's gone.
It's very risky though. No
risky
vision.
Indeed. No vision, no one around to help as well.
Exactly, he's alone, but anyway, it is what it is that we have seen already in that skirmish play, but Absolute Zero here not stopping with Rapidude actually just delaying Yanzi's scaling potential. On that early game, we've seen his hooks onto that jungle creeps here, delaying his levels as well. And this is where Absolute Zero truly shines here. We've seen on the game too, and how they really control the early game with this heavy aggression.
That's kind of like the epitome of good idea, bad execution. So they didn't have any communications going down and coming in from ENZ and saying, hey, look, I'm going off to the purple buff and such, and kind of trying to steal the turtle or the purple buff. But in the meantime, down in the middle lane, we do have a small little action going on as we have none getting himself a kill. The Iron Hook lands right onto Melon this time. As such, Absolute Zero, they are literally shredding the heck out of Kingdom eSports as they gave Vendetta this Kalia. And of course, even the Lucas got great potential in bursting people down. This 1-1 first pick literally is going nowhere and contributed nothing within this 4 minutes of fight after being, you know, neck and neck against a Granger.
Oh man, Kingdom eSports really forcing the skirmishes, forcing team fights, not into their favor. Absolute Zero just taking advantage of it. I mean, they have the range, they have the burst, they have the numbers as well. And Kingdom eSports, one by one, just going into the team fights. They need some coordination here. And now Bear used the flicker here. Great advantage for the bot side, but here's your pick up once again.
Once again, another one of the suppression going down. And the hook to reclaim FMM! Rapidude! He's landing one after another! And our Appraiser's Wrath lands, but does not do anything to none.
Plus, Vendetta had a solo kill there on the bottom side against Bear.
What did I say?
Everywhere on the map.
What did I say? That he just dominates the lane against a Masha.
I mean, this lineup, this composition,
He absolutely threw it, man.
Why? Rapidude though. Rapidude.
Rapidude, his skill shots. Let's
Yes.
give it to him, right? I am questionable about the Franco pick, but game number 2, I thought, look, it's just a fluke. Game number 3, all these hooks, all these pickups, this guy knows what he's doing. His timing is great, and this all makes sense now. In the meantime, now we do have, of course, the Tsunami Slam just going to be landing on top of ENZ. He's got a lot of great HP to work with, but unfortunately, Salas actually managed to kind of get a nice little poke, and of course, sniped him out. Baron is going to be the next one to go down as well with a godlike spree. For the side of diversion! Right in between of the turrets and get almost a wipeout onto Kingdom Esports.
Wow, surprise, surprise. And there you go. Let us look out at the replay here. It's just too much here to handle. It is initiated by the Vendetta on the Tsunami Slam. No response whatsoever. And look at Kingdom Esports scattered everywhere. No coordination whatsoever. No answers as well. Diversion will be the icing on the cake there.
Oh my goodness, this is
OMG.
This is so difficult to absorb. This is so difficult to swallow. What is this draft, Kingdom Esports? You guys did well in game 1. Game 2's draft is pretty okay. In fact, I like it over Absolute Zero's draft, but it's all about the execution, buddy. But this game...
Oh, diversion. Okay. Just trying to find some ground here in the vision as well. It was first pick 1-1.
Why would you first pick 1-1?
They're so confident in this one. No, okay. As we mentioned, they want to invest for Malik Teasy to scale here in this game, but the rest of the picks, though, I'm not sure if it's really the best here for the side of Kingdom Esports, but so far they must make use of it. Again, FMM, the only thing I can think of to initiate the team fight is FMM, not Ianzi. Ianzi really lacks that mobility. Unless we have a Matilda here, then okay. But so far, there's no one. Melon's skill shots here on the Abyssal Arrows, yes, but it's not enough. There's so many players right now where Absolute Zero going into the Ubi strat once again that we're witnessing. They're not really scattered everywhere. And there you go, diversion here to top side.
Oh, goodbye, Malik Teasy. Goodbye.
Oh, they did not spot anyone there. Okay, lucky break.
Okay.
Lucky break for Malik Teasy. Still managed to escape here. But Kingdom Esports again, yes, they do have tanky lineups here, but FMM, he needs to initiate the team fight here. But we have discussed this time and time again, Abstract, that Garut Kocha's AOG is not really ideal to initiate the team fight.
As we do have the Tsunami Slam just going to be connecting down, FMM melts it down almost immediately. ENZ in the midst of everything did not even manage to land the Appraiser's Wrath. That is all of the 5 members from the side of Absolute Zero that are still alive with a divergent play from Bujin right underneath the turret at the top lane. They are A-OK, no casualty, and they are going to be popping every single one of these holy defense in the middle lane and the top lane.
Holy Shields are down already, and this is how confident Absolute Zero is. Diversion play inside Inhibitor turret. But meanwhile, of course, split push here for Bear, which I could see the only thing that Kingdom Esports will be able to do. Going to take a split push strategy here, but giving away this Lord right now for the side of Absolute Zero. So far, Malik Teasy, no kills here in this game. They need this gold laner to be online.
Malik Teasy, 0-0-0. There is, however, still a small little chance. However, the chance will only happen when they have lost their inhibitor turret. Okay? That is the possibility, and that is what eventually might happen. So, we're looking at about 11,000 gold lead in favor of Absolute Zero. We have pickoffs coming in from Absolute Zero. Kingdom Esports, they may have a lot of crowd control, but do they even have got the way to stay alive? We'll see about that. As the Tsunami Slam just going to be landing on top of FMM. He's melted down almost immediately. This is almost the same as the previous fight. They catch FMM and then melt ENZ down. Malik Teasy is taking on the chopping block. And ladies and gentlemen, Kingdom Esports is out of the competition.
Challenger team proceeds into the playoffs.
Oh my god.